All right, that's it. One more cup and I plug him.
You're just making it worse, Ray.
He's been on the same page for an hour. Can we get some service over here?
You know, Ray, things move at their own pace in small places.
I would just like to check in, okay? Is there something wrong with that? Can I check in, please?
Hey, Hamish, how's it going?
Plane's out front. Hi, Doug.
What the hell is this?
Ed? How's it going, Junior?
I didn't hear anyone being asked for tickets.
Ray.
Look, I gave up 2 weeks vacation in Miami for this.
Well, as I recall, it was your idea.
No, as I recall, I said maybe. As in, maybe we should go north and fix up your father's cabin. You, on the other hand, could have said no.
Well, you don't have to do this.
Oh, yes, I do. Because it's like a what do you call it? A deathbed confession. You have to honor it. Besides, where else but Canada can I spend 2 weeks hard labor living off the land?
Well, I, for one, am glad we're going.
Finally. All right, you check us in. I'm going to take these bags to the plane.
No, you gotta weigh him first.
I got to weigh in first.
Yep.
I'm sitting here an hour, doing nothing, and now you want me to weigh in. Let's weigh them in, Mr. Funny Hat.
And mine.
What? So they're a little over. Big deal. Oh, I see. I see. Here you go. How much?
Oh, you're American, eh?
From Chicago.
Yeah, right. Well, you're gonna have to leave some of these behind, boys.
Fine.
No, a lot more than that by the look of it.
What about those hunters? Huh, those hunters had huge bags. What about them?
Well, they're different.
And how are they different?
They're just different.
I know how they're different. They're Canadian, and I am American. That is how they're different. Are you discriminating against me because I'm an American? Because if you are, let me tell you something.
Ray. Excuse me, sir. I wonder if you could just check the manifest and see if this extra weight might not be permissible within the maximum payload.
All right, I'll see what I can do.
Thank you kindly.
Yeah, I hope you burst.
Is that a handgun there?
Jack?
Yeah. Listen, I got a prisoner in the plane picking him up in at 11. Listen, I need a place to put him.
I'm taking one of these out in a few minutes. Use the office.
I'm not apologizing.
Fine.
It is strictly prohibited to carry a weapon on aircraft,
Fine.
particularly one not licensed for use in this country.
And who told me it was unlicensed, Fraser, huh? Who?
I'm still not apologizing.
Fine.
We're going now. We're leaving. We will not return. Thank you kindly, Dwayne.
Yep. I bet there's no movie on this flight.
You're clear for takeoff any time, Jack. Weather's good to 09,000, heading 298 all the way up to the territories. Over.
Roger.
You coming back tonight after you drop off the cops?
Cops?
That's right. The Mounties fine, but the other guy's gonna take some getting used to.
Thanks. You guys have your seatbelts on?
Yeah.
Enjoy the flight.
Hey, Benny. How long did you say this flight was anyway?
4 hours.
Okay, so where's the John? Great. What? Don't you think it's a little early? Okay, fine. Fine.
Calling the Russians on.
And then you head and see. Hey, Benny, you want something to drink? Here's your peanuts. Don't bug me.
Huh.
What?
Nothing. Huh. What?
Oh, it's nothing. It's probably nothing.
That was not nothing. I want to have a little talk with this guy. Hey, Jim, you want to keep your eyes on the road?
Is there a problem?
No, I love having my kidneys.
Actually, we're quite fine. Thank you, Jim.
You guys better keep your seatbelts on.
Yeah, you just better watch the road.
Ray, you wouldn't happen to have your backup gun, would you?
No!
Oh, well.
Oh, well, what?
It's just an observation. It's probably ill-timed, but... I don't think this man is our pilot.
You're telling me?
No, I mean, I think he may be a pilot. I don't think he's our pilot. There's dandruff on the collar of his flight suit. There's none on his scalp.
Oh, and for that we shoot him?
The territories are northwest, Ray. We've been flying south for 2 hours. Also, he's ignoring radio calls and occasionally flying underneath radar coverage.
So what are you saying? We're being hijacked?
No, not necessarily. But the chafing on his wrists is consistent with a man who's recently been in handcuffs. Add to that the blood on the back of his flight suit and the prominent bullet hole, well, I leave it up to you.
You couldn't have mentioned this earlier?
It's a moot point, Ray. He has a gun, we don't.
This isn't a trick, is it?
On my word of honor. But I will have to arrest you, of course, once we land.
On 3, ready?
Not now, Ray. Let's wait till we're on the ground.
Where, Beirut?
It's a light plane, Ray. I don't think we have enough fuel to reach the Middle East. My guess is he's a smuggler. We're headed for Mexico.
Yeah, where 50 of his friends are going to be waiting for us with Uzis. You know what happens to hostages, Frazier? Cop hostages, bodies on the tarmac, CNN? This is not going to happen to me. We got to get him to turn this plane around right away.
You're right. On the other hand, there could be a struggle. He might refuse to cooperate, in which case we have to fly the plane ourselves. Now, this might be possible with some assistance from air traffic control. And I did read a flight training manual in my grandmother's library. There were a couple of pages missing, but I'm sure nothing vital. And I'm guessing that there are a lot of similarities between a Sopwith Camel and today's light aircraft.
Yeah, that's great, Benny. Just give me the odds, will you?
Well, statistically, over 90% of all light aircraft fatalities occur during takeoff and landing.
Hey, look, I am not going to be the guest of honor at a human piñata party in the Baja.
Well, on a brighter note, Ray, 18% of all crash survivors crawl away with at least 3 out of 4 limbs. 1, 2...
Hey, yo! It's Rocket!
We should stay with the plane.
If you think.
This is insane. You're dragging us through hundreds of miles of wilderness heading God knows where.
Ray, the man is a vicious murderer. He killed the pilot, undoubtedly killed his police escort, and he attempted to kill us.
Which is why we should go back to the plane and wait for reinforcements to come.
The emergency equipment, the ELT, and the radio were all destroyed in the crash. The plane's under cover of trees. It'll never be found. Now, on the way down, I noticed a river. There's bound to be a road that crosses it. Undoubtedly, the hijacker saw it as well. That's where he'll head. If we move hard, drive fast, we should be able to intercept him before nightfall. Any questions?
Yes. How far do you think you're going to get with that gash on your head?
Oh, Ray, head wounds always look worse than they actually are. Can you give me a reading, please?
It's your compass. You read it.
I can't.
Well, neither can I.
Well, you'll have to, Ray.
Why?
I'm blind.
You're blind.
Apparently.
You're really blind?
As a bat.
Well, why didn't you say something?
No point in making a bad situation worse.
Worse, Fraser. You can't see. Come on, we're going back to the plane.
Well, Ray, I still have 4 senses intact.
You can't see!
Ray, I'm blind. I'm not deaf. Now, I've spent my entire life in the North Woods tracking criminals. I have a natural advantage here. There isn't a thing in this forest I can't hear, taste, touch, smell, feel. It's a finely tuned ability gained from years of experience. So, if you will just stand aside, I'll be on my way.
That was a tree.
Yes, it was. A white ash. Fraxinus americana, to be exact. Shall we?
We haven't located them yet, and there's no sign of the missing plane either.
All right, I'll notify the family. You got any news, I want it. All right, thanks.
Any sign of the hijacker?
No.
Right, soon we should start to come to a river valley. The trees will thin out, the floor will become more low-lying. Willow, sea buckthorn possibly, infant cottonwood.
That's supposed to mean something to me.
Trees, Ray, only shorter.
Ah.
Now, the river valley should be right about here. Tell me what you see, Ray.
Well, I see trees.
Good, good. Describe them.
Green, mostly.
Very good. And the river?
Well, I'm gonna bet that it's just over the next hill.
Perfect. Onward.
No, not a good idea. Okay, not a good idea. Just wait here for me, all right? Okay, I say westward ho, Ethan Edwards. Hand on shoulder.
I can feel the sun on the left side of my nose.
Fraser, there is no sun.
What time is it, Ray?
It's 1:30.
I think you're a little off.
How do you know that?
Because of the sun on my nose.
There is no sun on your nose,
Ray,
baby.
would you just check the compass again? Even an error of 1 or 2 degrees could throw us hundreds of miles off
I know
course.
that. I'm not an idiot.
Well, I'm not saying you are.
Okay, good. And by the way, I have gone camping
You
before.
have not gone
I
camping.
have too.
When?
When I was a kid.
With who?
My dad.
Oh.
Yeah. And to prove a point, we are heading west. See? Of course not. What am I thinking of? Fraser!
Ray, you all right?
Yeah. You okay?
Oh, I'm fine. Well, next time, watch where you're going, please. You could get us both killed.
I think we should take a break.
I feel perfectly fresh, Ray.
No. It's getting really dark right now, and I think we should make camp.
You know, Ray, wise men walk while fools sleep.
Who said anything about sleep? I just like to see where I'm going.
Well, it means nothing to me.
I realize that, but I do not want to track this guy by moonlight.
Well, there are strange things done in the midnight sun by the men who...
Toil for gold. Yeah. I heard that one. And then they shot that Sam McGee guy. I told you I went camping before.
Moyle, Ray. And they cremated him. It was Dan McGrew that they shot.
They catch the guy.
It's a poem, Ray.
Oh. Moyle, huh?
Yes, Moyle, not Toil.
Moyle, toil, who cares?
Robert Service, apparently.
Who's he?
The poet.
We're lost.
No, we're not. We just don't know where we are.
Oh, like there's a difference.
Well, being lost is usually accompanied by a feeling of panic, Ray.
Are you saying that I'm panicking?
No, on the contrary. You see, Ray, people who are lost panic. Now, they walk aimlessly in the woods. Very often, they walk in circles until eventually they die, either from starvation or from lack of water. Now, we, by comparison, we have remained calm. And you see, Ray, this is the secret to survival in the woods. Remaining... Ray, I smell something. I smell fuel. Burnt plastic, metal. What is it?
It's a plane crash.
My God, Ray, another plane crash. What are the odds?
It's our plane crash, you moron. We've been going in circles this whole time. What's the matter with you? Get down! Get down! Get down!
All right. I'm gonna handle this, Ray. In the name of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police,
I don't think he heard you.
Good shooting, Ray. Let's hope he's alive to testify.
Okay. Let's see what the hijacker left us. Tube of toothpaste. Sunscreen. Ah, here's something we can use. Hemorrhoid paste.
I almost had him.
A breath mint. Suppose we could boil it.
Textbook situation. Maybe he heard us approaching.
Ah, Deef's got peanuts. Here, Deef. You didn't really think he'd surrender, did you?
Well, not with you firing at him.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Next time I'll just let him shoot us.
Well, there won't be a next time, Ray. He only came back to the plane for provisions. Can you give me a hand here, please?
He's on the run now, and he knows we're on his trail. Now, he doesn't know that you're out of bullets, but he must know that even a minor wound will slow him down. He won't risk open confrontation.
Frazier, the guy's got a 9mm Sig Sauer with at least 2 clips of ammunition.
We can still bring him in alive.
And how do you propose to do that?
You know, Ray, Sam Steele patrolled the Northwest Territories his entire career without ever firing his weapon. It was a point of honor with him. Rumor has it he was buried with a weapon unfired.
Great, let's go dig it up.
My point is, Ray, that we will use nature to our advantage. You see, wilderness survival depends more on your wits than upon firepower. I mean, for example, the beam of an incandescent flashlight is visible for up to half a mile at night. Now, our hijacker didn't understand that, or he would have waited around till nightfall and picked us off one by one, which leads me to believe he's not skilled at wilderness survival. Aside from which, Diefenbaker would have raised the alarm if he had been around. He isn't.
Frazier, I don't think we're going to have to worry about catching a hijacker. We're going to starve to death long before that.
Oh, Ray. With a little perseverance, a little ingenuity, and a fundamental understanding of how to go about it, one can live like a king in the woods.
No way.
Oh, Ray. They're very nutritional. Far more strengthening than fish or meat.
You eat them then.
Shh.
What?
Shh. I think I hear a nest of furry night crawlers.
Oh, great.
Ready?
Ask me again and I set you on fire.
Understood.
I thought we agreed. You're in charge of being blind and I'm in charge of seeing. Any part I left out? Good. Now I can do this, all right? So just let me do this, all right?
All right. Wait a minute.
Ray, I think I know what happened today.
Great.
One of my legs is probably fractionally just a little bit longer than the other one, you see, which caused us to walk in a giant circle. I should have taken this into account. Ray, measure my legs.
I'm not going to measure your legs.
Hey, you know what?
What?
I think this head injury has thrown me off a tad.
I'd say just a little more than a tad.
You know what I'm guessing? I'm guessing that the blow I received caused a subdural hematoma. The resulting swelling of the anterior cerebrum put pressure on the optic nerve. Well, at least it's not getting any worse. Mind you, if I become disoriented, then we'll really be in a pickle. Ray, if you're going to insist on moving this thing, you really should tell a body.
Frazier, I'm not...
No need to apologize, Steve.
Steve.
What?
You just called me Steve.
I most certainly did not.
You did too.
You're not hyperventilating, are you?
Fraser, you just fell on the fire and you killed it.
I did not. You were blowing too hard and you're going to need more tinder.
Fine. You want to be in charge? You want to do everything, hero man? You start the fire.
Moody.
You're never going to teach him how to start a fire that way.
Well, I believe he thinks we're going to die out here. Not without justification.
That's right. You got yourself into one hell of a predicament, son.
Well, it's hardly my making, now is it?
Grubs. Could have reversed the choke settings.
What?
You could have reversed the choke settings and the engines would have started.
Well, why didn't you tell me that?
Well, you've always hated when I interfere.
Interfere?
All right, all right. You're going to have to move fast and drive hard if you're going to bring this man in alive. Now, for all we know, he's left a trail of bodies from here to the circle. Hunters, miners, sodbusters,
Dad.
poachers, claim stakers.
Dad.
A whole canoe full of courier de bois.
Dad, I don't know if it's escaped your attention, but only very recently. I received a massive blow to my head.
Yeah, well, you still got a few good hours left in you. Go get him.
What?
Go get your man.
Oh, good. I'm glad you brought this up. Would you explain to me, please, just once and for all, explain to me, why is it that we always have to get our man?
Well, it's the motto, son.
It is not.
It is.
It is not. It is definitely not our motto. Our motto actually is
What?
maintain the right.
Maintain the...
Maintain the right. Now, what you're saying is we're supposed to pursue people to the ends of the earth for a motto that isn't even our motto.
Well, must be the new one, then. Well, the old one used to be just go get your man and bring him back alive, or just something. Go get him.
Where are you going?
Where are you going?
I'm not going anywhere. I'm coming back.
Huh.
Talking to yourself?
Evidently.
Yeah. You have those matches? Great. It's getting cold. Damn it.
Wood's damp. Matches may not be the solution. You know, Ray, my father taught me how to build a fire when I was 6 years old. Took me out into the woods. He gave me a piece of flint, a hunk of granite, and then he walked away without turning back.
You had to make a fire out of stones?
You know the funny thing? I have absolutely no memory of the fire itself. But I have this very vivid memory of the darkness and knowing that I was all alone.
My dad, he wasn't a father and son type of guy.
He took you camping.
Yeah, well, of course we went camping. The one thing he did teach me was how to look out for number one.
A police officer puts others first.
My father hated cops.
Where are you going?
Oh, I'm gonna go get some of those dry sticks.
Ah.
Or maybe some rocks.
Good. Dad? Good.
I heard that.
Nobody's talking to you.
You tell a stranger something like that about your family.
He's not a stranger, he's my friend.
Oh, some friend. He's Looney Tunes. You should cut him loose.
I owe him.
You owe nobody. He's gonna get you killed.
It's always the way it is with you, Pop, ain't it? Just you, screw the rest of the world, huh?
Something wrong with that?
You do it.
Yep. Once you learn, you never forget. Can't believe I did that. I can still feel him moving around in there.
It was a good meal, Ray.
You need another blanket?
We'll get some rest. We're gonna have to double our pace if we want to catch him tomorrow.
Benny, have you taken a look at yourself recently?
Well, now, I can't very well do that, can I, Steve?
Ray.
What?
Never mind. You know, I better wake you up every couple hours.
Good night. Well, I'm not going to think else.
Yeah, very funny. What do you think, you're a wolf or something? If he doesn't make it, Deef, you're gonna help us get out of here, right?
You're up. Yes. I didn't want to wake you. I made breakfast.
No, man, thanks. You go right ahead.
Listen. Search plane. Someone's in trouble.
Yeah, us.
It's no use, Ray. Search planes fly in grid patterns. He won't be back.
Why didn't you say something? What the hell is wrong with you? That might have been our only chance to get out of here alive.
Ray, we still have a man to catch.
What are you... Okay. Okay. I'll pack up and we'll get out of here. What's so funny?
Well, it would appear that I have lost the use of my legs. Ray, if at any point during our trip I should become a burden to you, you'd let me know, wouldn't you?
Oh, yes, Fraser.
And you'd carry on without me?
Absolutely.
Without hesitation?
Oh, in a heartbeat.
That's good.
Oh, and if at any time you should be feeling better, you just let me know.
Oh, yes, of course. Oh, Ray.
Yes?
I'm a little thirsty.
You okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let me get the water. There you go. I'll be right back.
You're gonna give him all the water?
What's it to you?
You're doing all the work. You should keep it for yourself.
Get away from me, Pop.
Yeah? Well, don't blame me if you die out here.
He's slowing you down, son.
He's slowing me down?
When I first joined the mounted police, all the equipment we got was a paper bag and a pointed stick. We used the bag to boil tea, and the stick was for killing game, and if you lost either of them, they charged you for it.
Are you ill?
There's nothing to be ashamed of, son. You got a man to catch.
Okay. Let's saddle up. What are you complaining about? You want to trade? All right, let's try to do this, okay? Tuesdays, Ma always made a big pot of pasta fazool. She starts boiling the beans early in the morning. Oh man, you could smell it in every room. It's heaven.
Bannock. My grandmother made it.
Tastes good?
No, tasted like a hockey puck.
Hard, flat, unleavened.
I can still smell it burning in the oven.
What are they gonna tell him back home?
The truth.
It's a big responsibility when people rely on you. Ma always worries when I'm late home from work.
We set a clock by my father's schedule. Outbound the first snow, back again at spring breakup. Never changed, not even once. Well, until he died.
What's that?
It's called a bola, Ray. An Inuit used it to hunt.
When I was a kid, I had a slingshot.
Oh, the bola is not a toy. It's a deadly weapon. It can bring down a good-sized elk or a man.
The hijacker's probably at a Hilton sitting by the pool.
Oh, no, he's not. We're closing in on him. Now, here. Take this, stand up, and spin it.
Spin it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, when you get enough momentum, just let it go. Let it go. I'm trying. Let it go now.
Benny?
Yes, Ray.
We're in trouble.
Ray, I've stopped sweating.
What does that mean?
Well, a person 10% dehydrated suffers from dizziness, nausea, swollen tongue, and 15% from dim vision, loss of muscle control, painful stools.
Where you at?
Inability to sweat indicates a loss of anything from 10 to 15%.
What happens at 20?
Death.
Here. Easy, easy, easy. I hope you're right about that river.
Well, I can't get off of my horse. All day and night I ride among the cattle. No, I can't get off of my horse, 'cause some dirty dog put glue in my saddle. In my saddle, in my saddle. Yes, some dirty dog put glue in my saddle. All the leaves are brown.
The leaves are brown.
And the sky is gray.
And the sky is gray.
I left my heart in Frisco.
San Francisco.
San Francisco Bay.
San Francisco Bay.
California.
California. All the
Leaves are brown, the leaves are brown. En heute schon auf Gott Funken, Doktor aus Elysium. Deine Saube
in la la vera, in la la la, ba 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 ba. Freund! What? It's Beethoven and Schiller. Freund!
Shut up!
What?
I hear water.
This is great! Can you taste this? This must be where they get Evian from. Most of the rivers around Chicago you can walk on. Oh, this is really beautiful.
Ray, it may just be some property of the water, but I think I can feel a twitch.
Don't worry, buddy. I'll have you out of here in no time.
Now you're thinking. You're gonna ditch him and take the raft. That's what you're gonna do, right?
No.
Look, a man would take that raft. A man would save himself.
What are you, crazy?
Leave him. Take the raft. You can still get your man.
Absolutely not.
They'll have you up in charges.
Do you ever listen to yourself?
What?
Not you. Him.
Who?
Like I said, Looney Tunes. Now listen to me, why don't you?
Do you mind?
Yes, I do.
I know you'll do the right thing, son.
How? I have no legs.
It's in our nature.
Look, you don't just leave a man in the wilderness and hope that he'll survive. They don't thank you for it.
I'm not gonna leave you here.
They survive.
All right, you're not gonna do it? I'll do it for you.
Get away from me.
I'm nowhere near you.
I'm not talking to you. This man is gonna die if I don't get him out of here. Now, I don't care what that makes me, but what it doesn't make me is you. Now, back off, all right?
Ray, who are you talking to?
Oh, should we get in it? I don't think now is a good time.
Well, I suppose we should start walking.
You mean you suppose I should start carrying you?
No, Ray, you remember that twitch that I mentioned earlier?
Yeah.
Protract my lower lumbar, would you?
What does that mean?
Just put your knee in my back and pull. All right. All right, now you may have to really wrench it. You ready on 3? 1, 2, 3.
Did that hurt?
Like a hot poker. But look, I seem to have found my legs.
All right, that's great. Come on, let's get the hell out of here. Fraser! I got one! Fraser, look out!
What?
Duck!
What?
Now!
Oh. How many's that?
8.
Great. Here, take this.
Toss it. Looks like we're gonna run out of rope.
Well, we'll have to improvise.
With what?
The inside bark of a poplar is quite good, but it has to be boiled and then chewed. You know what women do it all the time. It's good for the teeth.
Oh, I'll remember to tell my dentist.
You know, cedar roots make a suitable alternative.
Boil or chew?
Neither.
Oh, I'm your man. Here, tie this off.
Look at you. Loser.
You ought to know, Pop.
You never listened to me. You never knew what was good for you. You never listened and you never learned.
And when did you tell me, Pop? Huh? When you'd come home for dinner 5 nights a week? Or when I found you passed out on the floor on Saturday nights from too much partying with the boys?
Hey. It wasn't up to me to talk. It was up to you to listen.
Yeah, well, I'm not listening to you anymore.
I'm your father.
That's right, Pop. You are my father.
Get down.
I am down.
Good.
Fraser, I thought you said he wasn't going to risk a direct confrontation.
Well, It would appear that I miscalculated. But I have a plan. We're gonna draw him to the river and then lure him into the open using the raft as bait, and then you trap him with the bola.
I can't use the bola.
I didn't say it was a good plan.
You have any other plans?
Not at the present time, no.
Okay, if nothing else springs to mind, I'd like to get something off my chest.
Go, 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 go! My dad, when I was a kid, down!
Used to hang out at the pool hall, shooting pool, drinking espressos with the guys and acting like a big jalook, which he wasn't.
Go, 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 go! Go, 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 go! Okay, this is good,
Okay, so I'm 10, right? And I get this idea in my head that I want to go camping. I mean, I don't know where I get it, out of a book or something. But the point is that I just want to be with him, you know? I just want to spend some time with him. So finally he says yes, and I go out and I get a tent, right?
Is this a particularly long story, Ray?
So my mom, being the sweetheart that she is, goes and gets me her best sheets, her really good sheets, right? So I get some wood, because I want to start a fire, right? But what I really want is for him to teach me how to make a fire. So I'm waiting for him to come, right? And it starts to rain.
Ray, the river!
Go, 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 go! I waited and he never came. So I go down to Finelli's and sure enough, there he is shooting pool with his friends. I go home, I take the tent down and we never speak about it ever again.
We can't choose our families, Ray.
Frazier, I never camped with my father, not once.
It's a wrap. Go, go! Step, step, run, jump!
This is perfect. I think we got him where we want him. Oh, I'm sure that's what he'll be thinking when he shoots us to death at close range. How far is it? 50 yards.
Angle?
10 o'clock.
And where's the bola?
Frazier, he has a gun. I'm not going to leap out into the open and start flinging stones at his head.
Oh, no, Ray. I am. I think I can find his range with your help.
Frazier, you can't see.
I can see!
Wow. Sandy.
Ray,
How many fingers?
4. What happened?
Oh, you're not going to believe it. Nobody's going to believe it. It was the most improbable natural phenomenon I've ever seen.
Good work, son.
Thank you.
For what?
You got your man.
We got our man.
Yes, we did, Benny. Yes, we did.
But I think he's dead.
Oh. Oh, dear.
This is good. A fresh breeze, a strong current. We should make this an annual event. What do you say?
I would say you should watch the rock up on the left.
I got it.
Okay, now we're coming up on a sandbar, Ray.
All right, speak to me, sandbar.
No, I would avoid it if I were you.
You can't avoid nature, Frazier. You gotta work with it. See, we're perfectly fine. I know what I'm doing. Admit it, I know what I'm doing.
You know what you're doing.
Thank you.
Ray.
What?
Is that a waterfall?
High winds, northern sky will carry you away. You know you have to leave here. You wish that you could stay. There's 4 directions on this map, but you're only going one way. Due south, that's the way I'm going.